You know what it's like when you're going through a breakup and it's all you can think about 24/7? That was literally happening to me. And I was at a party and I was so heartbroken, so sad. And here comes this amazing friend who sits with me at a party for an hour or two and just talks to me and is so engaged with me and giving me the best advice and is so supportive. That was such an amazing, special moment that I had with our next guest, the Kid LAROI. It was one of those moments where I sat there and I was like, not only is LAROI one of my favorite artists and such an incredible musician, but he's also an incredible friend. We literally went to Henson Studios here in Los Angeles. We made some cocktails, a little espresso martini. Well, actually, I don't know what we made. It's a crazy cocktail, but you'll see. And then LAROI put me in the booth and made me create a song. We did it together. We kind of wrote the song together, but like, I kind of slayed the song, honestly. I feel like I should release it. Best new artist. I'm very excited for you guys to see this episode, the set list with Kid LAROI.
Wait, can you? Are you about to? Yes.
I know how to play this.
Hey!
I'm like,
No, but
wow,
that's-
this is like crazy. I was like
Yeah.
16 feeling this confident.
I had confidence to get on national television on MTV and say to the world, yeah, I like girls. The comments would be like, well, clearly this kid is a flaming homosexual.
No. Are you serious? There were these beautiful, well-written songs, but they were just like coming out of him. He was just freestyling all of them.
He DM'd me on Instagram.
He DM'd you.
He did.
I was like, Mom, you'll never guess who just fucking DM'd me.
I'm like, damn, you trying to kill me, bro?
But I'm excited for you to make something now. You know?
What?
Yeah, you're gonna make a song. You gotta let me executive produce your album.
Cartera's an artist now.
I think about you when I want to. When it's 3 in the morning, it's like your mom's calling. I think about you.
Welcome to the set list. I am here in the studio chilling with my little Aperol Spritz with a young goat. Global sensation. I'm talking hit after hit. Our Australian king, Mr. Kid LAROI.
Hello.
Woo!
What's up?
Okay, so before we even started, LAROI, one of his favorite drinks is an Aperol.
That's true.
So he made us some already. We're sipping. We're chilling over here. And LAROI, I want to know, do you remember when we first met?
That is a great question.
I'm like pretty offended. But you know what's crazy?
What?
I actually have no idea when we first met either.
Wow. That's great. You were really relying on me, huh?
We've been hanging out for years.
Yeah.
But I remember us meeting and I was like, wow. Obviously, I already knew who you were and I was already a fan of your music. But I was just like, dude, this kid is, you're so warm. You're so inviting. You're also like, you were so young at the time when I met you.
I was young, yeah.
But you had a really, really mature soul.
Damn, thanks,
Like you
bro.
were like, I mean, you were fun and we were partying. We were having our good time. But I was like, wait, this kid is like so mature,
Thanks,
so
man.
confident, so sure of who he is. It was like,
Thanks.
and then we just became homies. I was just thinking about when we were just at Halloween this past
Oh,
or
wow.
last year.
I was in my banana costume.
You were in your banana costume.
That's pretty funny.
Dude, and we've had some really fun nights.
We
out
have,
together.
yeah. And that particularly is really funny because like we're in some type of deep conversation and like you do forget you have a banana costume on. So like looking back
Wait,
at like
cue
those
the
photos.
boom, of me and LAROI having a deep conversation about life, love, relationships, and he's in a full banana costume.
Yeah, that is
we
funny.
were going in too.
Yeah, because you're not conscious of that when you're and then like looking up, you're like, oh wow, we just had like a hella deep conversation in like a fucking banana costume.
Dude. So like, would you say it's always one of your favorite moments on a night out when you see me there?
I would actually. It's always it is always really nice to.
Me just gassing myself up.
No, it's true. Especially if like there's certain events. If I'm with my girl or like one of my homies or something, it's just kind of like you coming light to the event. You know, like certain things you can't take a bunch of people. So you're like, all right, I'm coming
Who's
light
gonna
to
be
this.
there?
Who's
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
there? What's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
happen?
Uh-huh.
Anytime you're there, I'm like, oh, great. All right,
You know
amazing.
it's gonna be a good night.
It's
when
gonna be a good
Cartera
night.
pulls up to the function. I know that's
Yeah,
right.
facts.
Well, because we have such amazing nights together, I brought you a little surprise.
Okay.
An Australian delicacy.
Oh wow,
Some Tim Tams.
my favorite.
I've never tried a Tim Tam.
Are you serious?
I've never
Oh,
tried a
wow.
Tim Tam.
This
And
is a perfect
actually,
activity.
when we got them before we came here, there was only one box left. So what we're going to do, we're already drinking our Aperol, but we're going to make a Tim Tam cocktail.
I'm ready for a Tim Tam cocktail. I've never done that.
I've never done it either, but
Great.
I'm a master at making cocktails.
True.
We're going to see how this goes.
Let's go.
Okay. Bam, we've got all of our ingredients. I love how things just kind of like show
That's
up
amazing.
like that. Okay, so I've never made this cocktail before.
Same.
So I'm going to need you to like really, really kind of help with like how we're about to do this right now.
Okay.
Okay, but I think what we do is we're going to add the vodka into the shaker
Okay.
with some Baileys,
Wow.
with a little bit of chocolate syrup, and then we'll shake that up. That'll be nice and good. We'll pour this in here, and then we'll garnish with the Tim Tam on top.
Let's do
Does
it.
that sound like a
It
plan?
sounds great. Yeah, I've never seen this.
I've
type
never
of thing
seen
before.
this either, and I'm actually really scared.
My
This could
grandfather
either
used
go-
to drink this though, Bailey's.
He used to drink Baileys?
I remember it. Yeah, I remember being like a super little kid and trying it, and it
Dude.
was like milky alcohol.
Yeah, dude, it's
insane.
kinda crazy. Okay, so since this is an Australian delicacy, can you tell me what it was like growing up in Australia? Because you're from
Yeah.
Waltildu.
Yeah, from Sydney.
Yeah.
Um,
Did my research.
there you go.
That's what I call journalism.
Yeah, Australia, Australia is fucking awesome. You
I've
know,
never
have you?
been.
No, you've never
Dude,
been.
I've never been.
You know what the crazy thing is about it as well is that I feel like growing up, I had, obviously, I'm like, damn, you trying to kill me, bro? What's going on?
Oh, these are about to be strong.
I feel like growing up, I didn't kind of realize how awesome Australia was. Growing up in America, you probably are thinking oh, okay, I would love to go somewhere else, or I'd
Yeah.
love to do,
I mean, and I grew up in North Carolina.
right?
Not trying to take shots at North Carolina, but it was pretty suburban,
Yeah.
boring upbringing.
No. Tell us how you really feel.
Do you remember a moment or a specific artist where
Yeah.
would that changed it for you? Because I remember for me, I was like 6 years old, and I heard "Say My Name," Destiny's Child, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I love Beyonce." I'm also gay, but I love Beyonce.
Yeah.
In that moment, I was like, but to take it a step further, the music is making me feel something as a kid, and I'm like, I know in my life I have to do something with or in music in some way. So what was that moment?
The earliest things I can remember hearing and being like, I want to be an artist was Kanye,
Absolutely.
Tupac, Lil Wayne, Fugees.
Wow.
And my mom played a lot of Erykah Badu growing up.
Your mom is
But-
cool as fuck.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
She's badass.
Yeah.
Her taste is top notch.
great taste
Yeah.
in music. Justin as well in a different way. When I was a kid, I fucking was obsessed with JB. I thought he was the coolest kid ever. And I remember being in the movie theater watching that documentary when I was like 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah.
And I went with a cousin of mine who she was obsessed with JB, and I didn't know who that was at the time. So I was so little. I remember going to the movie theater and just being like, whoa, this kid is fucking
he's fucking
sick.
crazy.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is fucking
yeah,
crazy. So yeah, there's a lot of rap stuff early on, and then the couple of pop influences JB, Ariana. Always loved Ariana.
We love
still to
Ariana.
this day love both
Queen.
of those.
We should go to her tour together.
Oh, I would.
I think it's this
literally-
summer.
I would die.
Okay, let's go.
I would die.
We're going.
Yeah.
But we should try these drinks also.
I'm so down. Let's
I'm
go.
a little scared.
Let's do
I
it.
put a lot of vodka in there. I can
I know.
smell it.
I saw it. It looks scary.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay. This kind of looks nice, though. Looks like chocolate milk.
Yeah, it's not.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll give you this one.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Then we got to open these Tim Tams.
Yeah, we do.
Bro, this isn't going to be good for our summer bodies, though. This is a lot of
No,
sugar.
I know. I was thinking that I went on a hike today.
Bro, you've been in the gym.
I know. I have been in the gym. You too, though.
Oh, bro.
You too, though.
Please.
I
Me?
see it.
I don't really work out.
I see it. No, stop
that-
it.
not
Stop
that
it.
much.
Stop it. Stop it.
No, I don't. I don't do too much.
Yeah, you're like.
I don't go too crazy. Nothing.
You've been going crazy.
just-
It's fine. It's fine. You've been going crazy.
Okay, before I even crush this up, should I just try this? Because I've never tried a Tim
Try
Tam.
it. It's amazing. It's incredible.
Whoa. It's like a chocolate graham cracker.
Yeah.
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 This is amazing.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking.
This is
insane.
incredible.
Yeah. It's good.
Okay, so I think we're supposed to break it a little bit and
Okay.
we're supposed to garnish
And
it
put
on
it on
top.
top, kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
this is kind
let's
of like the
see.
ghetto way to do it.
Let's see.
Someone said low budget today.
Yours kind of looks like it's like photo shoot ready.
Whoa.
Ready for
Okay. All right, guys. The Tim Tam cocktail.
Here it is.
Cheers, my boy.
Wow. Okay, wait. It's kind of chocolate milk. It's like chocolate milk.
That's some strong chocolate
strong.
milk.
It is
But it's
strong.
not bad.
No, it's good. I'm not lying.
We're not mad at it.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Okay, because you mentioned JB. JB's our homie. We love him so much.
We do.
How did you guys meet? What was that like?
That's a good question. We met because he DM'd me on Instagram.
He DM'd you?
He did.
That is so like him.
Yeah, he DM'd me.
I
on
feel like he
Instagram.
does that to a lot of the artists that he really, really fucks with and respects.
Yeah. So he just DM'd me. I was like 17, and he DM'd me and just said like, "Yo, you're fire," or something like that. Like love your music or something random like that. And I remember like waking up, and I was still living with my mom at the time, and I like literally woke up and saw the DM, and I was like, "Mom, you'll never guess who just fucking DM'd me." Like, like
I mean, come on.
I
that's
was
an
like
insane
screaming.
That's an insane DM.
Yeah, throughout my whole house, just being like,
Come
"Yo,"
on.
like
Yeah.
and that was like really trippy for me, and I was like obviously responded and was like, "Oh my god, what's up?"
Yeah.
Like a couple weeks later, he's like, "Yo, I have this song. I think like if you're down to get on, I think it'd be good. It's gonna go on my album." And I was like, "Wow, yes, I'm so down." And we exchanged numbers, and he like FaceTimed me, and I was like in the shower or something, and I saw that he was like,
And he was just FaceTiming you?
I was like, "Fuck, like I gotta pick up," because I didn't
Bro,
know
come
him
on.
at this point. So I was like,
You can't not
"Fuck,
answer.
I can't not like answer." That's
so you're
crazy.
just like, I'm answering naked. Fuck
No,
it.
literally, I like picked up and I was like turned my camera off. I was like, yo, what's up, bro? And he's like, "Yo, like, are you gonna turn your camera on?" I was like, "Nah." He's like, "Why?" I'm like, "I just got out the shower." He's like, "Bro, like, call me back." Like, he's like, "Yo, you can call me back." Like, what the hell? Like,
yeah, but this is our first
Yeah,
phone call.
yeah. He's
what am I
like,
supposed
yo.
to do? I wanted to answer. That's
he's like,
hilarious.
"Yo, call me back after the shower." Yeah. So then we just kind of like, I went to I think the first time we met in person, I actually was in this room. I came here
Wow.
he did like a justice listening thing just with a couple of people. I think just people who were on the album. And I came through and we met here, and then we just kind of kept in touch. We like, in the beginning, we were just like playing basketball together and shit, and just like hanging out. He was just always super welcoming to me, and just being like, "Yo, anything you want to come hang, or you want to come talk, whatever, just like let me know." He's always just been a very like inviting person.
Yeah, he's such a real, down to earth, incredible guy.
Yeah,
and I love your guys' relationship. Like seeing you guys together,
Yeah.
he like feels like he's like big bro.
Yeah,
to
for
you,
sure,
which is so
totally.
nice.
Yeah.
Has he ever given you any piece of advice that like has really stuck with you on navigating this whole crazy industry and navigating this career?
Yeah, I mean, he's always dropping some really good stuff. I think though, like the most helpful and useful thing, which is like something that you wouldn't think of, maybe off rip, but like something that I think he does so well is that he just listens really well, and he just like he's really good at just being like, "Man, I'm sorry, like that sucks, like let's talk about," and like, he always has great advice, but just like talking about something and just like being acknowledged, like, "Damn, that sucks," that's like a thing in itself that like, sometimes like, I mean, I forget to do that sometimes with my friends, it's like, 'cause it's always like, okay, how can I help, or how can I do this, whatever, and sometimes like shit just sucks, know, and sometimes just like acknowledging that and just like being able to have someone share their experiences, like I find like it helpful when he shares like his experiences with me. He just cares too, which is like cool. He's never like approaching things from like what do you call it, like, "Oh, I know everything" way, which is like really cool. He's very like honest about things, and if he doesn't know something, like he'll always be like, "Man, I don't know, but like I'm here for you."
I'm here for you. Yeah,
I think that's really cool, because I've had interactions in the past where it's like not, it doesn't feel as personal or something,
Right.
He's always very honest, and I love that,
When you guys have worked together, like obviously on Stay, one of the biggest songs ever, like what is that process like, and how did that song even come about? I don't know the backstory to that song.
Well, that song came about because he sent me the song for his album, and I was kind of like, all right, I got to send him back one now for mine. I don't know. There was a part of me at that point in my career. I think I was very like in my head about like, oh, is this too like pop of a song or something? Like, is this gonna be weird if I put this out or something? Which, because I think I was just, I don't know. I think I was over analyzing things. I remember asking him like, "Yo, do you want to put this on your project or something?" You know, he's like, "Bro, are you literally like out of your mind? You have to release this."
Yeah,
like he was like,
you got to keep this one.
Yeah, you keep this for you.
Yeah.
He's like, "Bro," he literally was like, "Bro, this is a smash. Like you got to put this out."
Yeah.
I was like, "All right."
When you think about with what you just said about like having those moments of when you're like, oh, is this too pop or is this too hip hop or something? Like, how do you overcome some of those moments of not wanting to like box yourself into a certain genre?
Yeah, I think now the way that I kind of approach and look at things is like, well, I am just influenced by so much stuff. I listen to literally everything,
Yeah.
you know? And naturally, I think when you just listen to everything, you're influenced by everything. And the way that I have just started approaching that now is just like whatever is coming out, you know, is just like, that's just me. And that's just like what it is. You know, I don't try to think too deeply about going after a specific thing anymore.
Yeah.
Because I think like the best music and the best art or whatever is just like the natural thing to do. So whatever feels natural and happens and feels good to me, like that's what it's going to be,
do.
you know?
That's so dope to hear you say, because I also remember you telling me from the last album that is the feeling that you were chasing when you wrote Nights Like This.
Yeah, exactly.
That wasn't something that you were like, you weren't going after a sound, you weren't trying to like box anything in. That was just genuinely like what you wanted to make at
it's
that
true.
moment.
Yeah, I was just like,
And then it turns into I mean,
what
that
it
song
does.
has a billion
yeah.
streams.
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
Fucking crazy.
It is crazy to think about. You know, it's like with music, you're like channeling something. Like I someone else has said this. This isn't a me thing, but I agree with it. Is like it's not me that's like coming up with this shit. Like we're getting sent these things from somewhere else.
100%.
So when you
Yeah,
start
yeah.
thinking about it, then you start doing it, and
Yeah.
it's just like
And then
kills
it
the
doesn't
whole
feel
thing.
natural.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But this album is also so incredibly personal
Yeah,
To
for
you.
sure. Yeah, totally.
into what you've been through in your life.
Yeah.
So how do you take like, because you know, you and I have had so many deep talks, and I always appreciate your advice so much. And we talk about love, we talk about heartbreak, relationships, all the things. So how do you take those experiences of what you've been through, and how do you approach that in the music? Because some of your lyrics on these songs are so incredibly personal.
Thanks, bro. I think for me, like naturally, when you just, at least for me, when you go through something, like you just naturally have more things to write about and say, and it just kind of comes out way more easy
Yeah.
or natural, you know? So I think that's actually just what it was just like, these were just things it just kind of came out without even having to like super think about it or you know, it was just kind of like, all right, this is how I'm feeling, this sounds good. And there was like a bunch of stuff that I remember, like a couple of songs, like the song Private on the album, I just remember.
I love Private.
Thanks.
And I love Rather Be.
Yeah.
Bro, Rather Be, it's actually like made me like, when I was going through it.
Yeah.
I've been talking to LAROI about my year-long breakup for a year. Like it's
Maybe
just,
3.
Maybe 3. It's been a long
Maybe
time. It's been
3.
a long time. But you know what? We're figuring it out. We're in couples
Yeah.
therapy. I don't need to be giving you guys all this info. We can
I
talk
love
about
it.
this another time. But that song, wow. The lyrics of that song, they
Thanks,
hit me
man.
so hard. Because
Thanks.
it's like exactly what I'm feeling so many nights.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
Do you get nervous putting this level of vulnerability out there?
Oh, for sure.
Because it's like, obviously, you're in the public eye, and
Yeah.
when you're in a public relationship or anything, it's like, do you get nervous? Because it's like you're really putting your heart out there.
That is a scary thing, you know, because
But I also think it makes the best art.
it does, and that's ultimately like when I go back and forth in my own brain of things like that. I'm like, well, you know, there's probably so many songs and projects in history that like great things that like I love that probably wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for people just
Right.
being. That is actually just how you're supposed to make music or
Yeah.
/ art. You know, like all this stuff is just
Yeah.
being vulnerable. But it is scary because you're like, oh my God, like I'm putting my inner thoughts and feelings out there for people to like have opinions and make
on,
decisions about, like form opinions on things without knowing an entire story or something. But that is kind of the beauty of it, is like in a weird way, it's like people don't know where these things come from. So it is kind of that same thing of like going back to people interpreting it how they want to, and whoever it's meant for, who's going through something, that's who it's meant for, not for the people who are interested in like gossip or like
shit.
online stuff. You know, it's for the people who like relate it to their own thing.
I kind of want to be able to sit in on the like LAROI process. I want to be able to see
Interesting.
how LAROI is in the room and how LAROI is in the booth.
Let's get it.
You know
Let's
what I
get it.
mean?
Let's
I kind
absolutely
of
do it.
want to see that vibe. I want to feel it out.
Let's run it up.
You know,
I'm down.
me, Carter, aka Cartera, I can spit a little bit, my G.
Wow, really?
It's been a little bit.
I want to see it.
You want to see something?
I do. I would love to.
Okay, well, let's not get crazy, but like we can try. Maybe a few more of these Tim Tam cocky cocks. And,
Right,
like,
right.
I'll be ready to go.
Right. You might just need one of those. There's a lot of vodka in that.
Wait, can you? Are you about to? Yes.
I know how to play this.
Hey, fuck it up.
I'm actually about to get good at piano because I want to play a song on tour.
Bro, please. This is sick. Okay, well, speaking of tour, also, you've got this amazing ping pong table. I don't know if you know, but I'm actually like a master at ping pong. About to get my Marty Supreme on.
Yeah.
Look out, Timmy.
They made that movie about me, you know?
I've heard this was about you.
I am Marty Supreme.
Okay, so about tour.
Let's talk about it.
Your tour is wild
Yeah.
because there's so many ranges of emotions, I feel like, on your tour.
That is true.
It's like 50 different emotions.
That is true. There's a lot going on.
So how do you approach your live shows?
Well, it's interesting. I think every year of touring is really interesting because it kind of it's been, oh wow, that was,
What I
you got
say?
me by surprise.
What I say?
I was
caught him by
sneaky.
surprise, my G.
That was
he said,
sneaky.
He said, what? Marty Supreme's about me? I said, nah, it's about me, motherfucker.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. Like this time I'm really just trying to use it to my advantage because I've always thought like, fuck, it is like tricky trying to carve a show like that. But this time I'm trying to kind of use it to my advantage and create like a real story with the show, which I think, you know, previously it's just been kind of like me play. Sorry, I'm dead, yo. If you really want me to turn up on this, I can.
Turn up, my G. Turn up.
I really
Okay,
can.
no, sorry, because you're saying you're trying to.
I think I'm trying to create like a bit more of a story now, you
Yeah,
know, with
yeah.
the show, which I think is going to be nice, like even just visually and stuff. So I'm kind of trying to use it to my advantage just to give the show, you know, the usual high and low points, whatever. Where I think in the past it's been kind of harder because it would just be like I would just pull up and just like sing and rap and just
Yeah.
like not really, there wasn't really much of a story arc going on. But I'm trying to.
But you're such an amazing performer, is the thing. Like the energy, even if it's just you don't need anything. It can just be you on stage, literally performing a track.
Thanks, man.
And your energy, you get people fucking hype.
Thank you, bro.
It's crazy.
It's fun.
It's crazy. Have
fun.
you always like loved like the live aspect of it?
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Even like when I was younger, like seeing like artists go crazy on stage
Mm-hmm.
was like my favorite thing ever. And I would always be like, fuck, I can't wait to do that.
Yeah. So speaking of watching artists and some of your biggest influences, obviously you and Juice were like this.
Yeah.
That was also your big bro.
Yeah.
How did he affect the way that you approach music in general?
Talk about channeling a song. That was like somebody who was just like channeling songs
It just
constantly.
came to him.
And it just
Yeah.
came out. There were these beautiful, well-written songs, but they were just like coming out of him in a way where like it was almost like he was just like spilling out his feelings or like doing like whatever was just coming to him. And
Yeah.
the end product was these like beautiful, like amazingly written songs, but he was just freestyling all of them.
Have you seen some of your old school videos resurfacing of like
Yeah.
with you just it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. How do like watching back to some of those videos, like how does that make you feel?
It's trippy, man. It's really it's so trippy because
Okay. I think the Tim Tam cocktails got my hand-eye coordination a little loose.
Potentially.
So, potentially.
potentially.
Mixed with the Aperol? Okay. Sorry, it's trippy.
I was just saying it's trippy to watch those videos because like I watch that now and
Yeah.
I almost feel like I'm like watching someone else.
Like you're watching
or
it in person. That's crazy.
And I'm like
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
these like being like, wow, like there's something about like I just admire the confidence or something, you
Bro.
know. I'm like,
No, but
wow,
that's-
this is like crazy. I was like
Yeah.
16 feeling this confident.
Yeah, but bro, how cool.
Yeah, it
Me
is-
at 16, I wouldn't have that. I didn't have that confidence. It's
Yeah.
like amazing to see how confident you were. And that's what also made people fall in love with you so much.
Yeah, which is interesting
like-
because I'm like, fuck, I don't feel that. Like, I wish I could feel that confident now. I think back then I was so confident in like the music that I was making.
Yeah.
And I think that's like a really interesting thing when I you
Yeah.
know, look at it. I'm like, wow, like this is a crazy level of confidence
Right.
going on here. There is a point which I always see with myself, and I see it with a bunch of other artists as well, where like you start overthinking to a point of like it's like negative, you know.
Yeah,
You start being
yeah.
like, you know, you start feeling like the stakes are like you know are super high. And I
Yeah,
think when you start
yeah.
feeling that way, that's another thing that I think can kill like the magic of making music,
Right.
or, you know, whatever, like
Right.
channeling that thing.
Yeah.
Because if you're constantly thinking about what's my next move, how do I
Uh-huh.
get to this place, whatever, like you're
Yeah.
not thinking about music as much. You're thinking about it becomes like a self-serving thing.
Right.
Even like unintentionally sometimes you start thinking about, damn, how can I like get myself higher? Or
Right.
how can I do these things? And like music isn't, good music isn't birthed from that, I don't think.
Right.
You know?
I don't either.
Artists get stuck in cool jail all the time too.
Cool jail. It's
Which-
so true.
Which I've been there too.
When was the time in your life where you felt like you were in cool jail?
Like after Stay, I felt like I like somehow entered cool jail.
Cool jail versus Kia Asylum.
Two different things.
Way different.
Way different things. The way I would describe like cool jail is like you start thinking like, you know, what even is cool? You know, you start
yeah.
thinking like, damn, like, all right, I have to do something cool now. I have to be sick. Almost every artist I've ever talked to like has had a point in time or whatever where they feel like this, where
Yeah.
you just overthink everything to the next level and be like, everything I do sucks. Everything I do is like not cool. Everything
Right.
I do, whatever. And you get in this spiral of being like, fuck, like, who am I? You know,
Yeah.
what am I doing? You know,
Yeah.
it's things that you didn't think about previously. Now you're thinking about because you're seeing what people are saying. You know, you're going through all this stuff for the first time. It sucks, like, yeah, when you see artists going through that overthinking process, because I'm like, damn, I know that thing
know-
so
I know
well.
exactly
I know
what
that
that's like,
place.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, after a song like Stay, obviously it's like, I feel like you're a human being. It's so natural for you to feel like, fuck, I just created a giant.
Yeah.
And now I've got a lot of pressure and people want me to do it again.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's can cause you to overthink. Because it's like, this was a moment in time where we did something so special, amazing, cool. Leave that where it is. On to my next thing.
Yeah.
And like to like have to hold yourself maybe to that standard of like, well, it needs to have the same numbers to stay and hit the same.
Yeah.
That shit can be, it's tough.
And then on the other hand of that, there's that pressure where you're like, fuck, I need to do this again. I need to make this happen again. Then there's the other pressure of like, fuck, now am I like a fucking like, am I like a sellout or something now? I don't want to be like a not cool.
Right. I don't want to not be cool.
But what you end up learning is
Yeah,
like
no,
the
it's
cool,
true.
the coolest shit is
Yeah.
like just doing you know, and like you have to go through that as an artist. I think you have to have times of uncertainty and being in cool jail and like being in all these like things to come out on the other side and just be like to be more confident in yourself.
Yeah.
Because that's where it's all birthed from, is just not being confident in yourself.
You know what else that just popped up for me? I don't know what interview it was, but you were young. You probably were like 15, and you were talking about how you're like, yeah, I play with girls a lot of time, and sometimes like
Oh God,
they
yeah.
get really upset, and then they call me a bunch of times, and I've got to block them, and I got to block their number because it's too crazy. But you know, I'd be playing with them,
Yeah, that's a haunting video for sure.
bro.
That's a
yo,
haunting one for sure. I was very young.
I saw
Very
that,
young.
and I was like, I love him so much.
I was very young. Yeah.
I love
that's-
him. No, that video's incredible.
Yeah, it's a bad
incredible.
one. But yeah, it's, that's it.
Yeah, it's a bad one.
Growing up in the spotlight, huh? You know?
Bro, 100%. Growing up in the spotlight.
No, you know, but that's, you know, hey, I guess that's one positive to take away, right? Is like,
God damn it.
if you ever forget how far you've come, at least I have. At least I have interviews from when I was 15 to remind me.
Did I ever tell you that I was on, I don't think you know what the show is, but I was on this show called MTV Made.
No.
When I was in high school. They go to a high school and they take a kid and they make the kid into whatever their dream is that they want to be. So people would say, I want to be a football player. I want to be a hockey player. I want to be a cheerleader. I want to be an artist. I want to be a ballet, whatever it is.
What did you want to be?
I wanted to be a bodybuilder. Okay, hold on. That's actually not what I said. So they came to the 3 like neighboring high schools in my town in North Carolina, and 750 kids auditioned for it, and they just like brought in MTV producers out of nowhere, and they just interviewed all of us, and they chose 3 kids, 1 from each high school, and then they followed us around for a week. And I said, I want to be someone with muscle.
Okay.
Okay. And they were like, why? And I was like, because I want to impress this girl. Hear that,
Wow.
everybody? I said girl. Yeah, I know that's right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, my G. And so they chose me out of all the kids. So then the camera crews came, whatever. We filmed for 6 months. The show is still, like, you can go onto the MTV website and find it.
And watch it?
Watch it. It's crazy.
Wow.
So I was made into a bodybuilder to impress it's a girl that I liked at the time. And it's just crazy watching it back now as we're talking about, because I'm like, holy fuck. You know what's so evil too? The comments would be like, well, clearly this kid is a flaming homosexual.
No. Are you serious?
And obviously I wasn't out at the time, which was fucked. And as a kid to like see all those comments like that, and then the whole high school being like, it was tough. It was tough.
Man.
But now watching it back, it's so fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I gotta show you a clip sometime.
Damn, I gotta see that. Yeah, well,
Bro,
I mean,
it's insane.
in an obviously completely different way, I'm sure, like, yeah, it's probably a similar feeling of, like, seeing somebody just being like, wow, like, this is just, I don't even know who this guy is.
But bro,
you know?
talk about confidence. I had confidence to get on national television on MTV and say to the world, yeah, I like girls.
That is confidence for sure.
That's delusion if I've ever heard anything.
Is that the girlfriend that you told me about?
That's the girl.
The one
I told you.
girlfriend. Wow. See, I do remember
talking
that.
about. That's what I'm talking about.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
so you
Connor,
know
you
what?
had a girlfriend? That's crazy.
She was my first love. Also, with your tour coming up,
Yeah.
what can we expect?
Like the best tour I've ever been on, for sure.
Yeah.
Like totally the best tour I've ever been on.
I can't fucking wait. All right, well, I feel like this should be game point.
Let's go. Get ready. Wow.
And that's it, everyone.
Fried me.
Good night, guys.
Am I so good at acting? I totally let him.
Yeah, totally let me have that one. Well, I really want to see.
Should we go in and see what's up?
Yeah, I want to see your process.
Okay.
Because we're in one of the most iconic studios ever. You know what was recorded here?
We are the world.
We are the world.
There it is. Exactly.
We are the world.
That's the best fact about
Wow.
this studio. And
Yeah.
there's many good facts about it, but that is probably the best one.
Wow, look at the digs.
Well,
This is where you made the album.
this is where I made the album.
Wow.
Pretty crazy. But I'm excited for you to make something now. You know?
What?
Yeah, you're gonna make a song.
Whoa.
But I'm gonna help you. It's
Whoa,
fine.
whoa.
It's all good.
Whoa. I don't know if I can make a song.
I think you can.
Okay, but how am I gonna do this, LAROI? Like, how am I gonna make a song? I've never been in the booth before.
You just gotta do it. You know. This is not optional.
You know what? I'm an artist.
You are.
I'm an artist.
I
now.
see it.
And if this song is good
believe it.
enough, it's going on your deluxe.
Okay.
Oh shit.
You just need to maybe go in the booth,
Okay.
put the headphones on,
Okay.
and just hear it, and whatever comes, it just comes.
You know, it's like with music, you're like channeling something. Like someone else has said this isn't a me thing, but I agree with it. Is like, it's not me that's like coming up with this shit. Like we're getting sent these things from somewhere else.
You channel it.
Channel it.
But what if nothing comes?
Well, that's a problem in itself. We need to figure that out.
Okay,
I think you go do that.
Shit.
I'll pick and mark the best parts, and then we
Okay.
can start to form a song.
Okay.
I'll just kind of teach you the way that I do it. You know.
Okay. This is your creative
This
process.
is kind of how I do it.
you do it.
Yeah, that's how I do
Okay.
it. Yeah.
So do I go to the booth now?
Good luck.
This is not in the 2026 bingo card of me interviewing LAROI. This wasn't supposed to happen this way. LAROI, these notepads are empty. There's no lyrics on them.
I'm sorry. That's just. It'll come.
It'll come.
It'll come.
Cartera's an artist now.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
This is sexy.
You know when you love someone, shit just gets a little crazy out here, my G. But when we got love for real,
Dude, Kata's cooking a crazy song right now.
you know, somehow that shit just stays with you. You know what I'm talking about?
I like that. I like that. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I think we have some pods.
Actually,
I think so.
I think I may be the 2027 Grammy nominated Best New Artist.
Could be.
You heard it here first.
So if you were feeling that, you were like, you were in that. You could hear it. There was soul in that. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm taking from you about being
I love
vulnerable.
it. I
That's
love
what I'm
it.
putting out there.
Yeah.
Well, seeing the way that you guys do this is amazing.
You ain't ever get no one, no love like me, no dick like me, no one like me, cause you're my baby.
You snapped.
It's a smash!
You snapped.
It's a
You really
smash.
did it.
Whoa. Magic happens.
You gotta let me executive produce your album.
Oh yeah, no, obviously.
Whenever you do that, it's obviously me
you are
who's
my
gonna do that.
executive producer. My executive producer. I love you so much.
I love you too.
This was the
awesome.
most incredible day. And
It's
the most
fun.
incredible set list ever.
Yeah, I think so.
I just really wanna love my baby. But your loving ain't right for me, my baby. My baby.
Wow. Wow.
I don't fuck hoes, I just fuck my baby. I don't wanna love no one, I just wanna love you, cause you're my baby.